To the Tall Timber by B.N. Rundell. Narrated by Scott Miller. 1. Journey. Jeremiah and Scratch stood tall in their stirrups and stretched as high as their legs allowed, striving to gain as much of the long-sought fresh air as their lungs would hold. They were starved for the smells of the woods and streams of the wilderness, having just left the stench of the sewer-strewn streets of St. Louis. Scratch was the first to sound off. "Whoo-wee! My lungs was beginning to complain so much, I thought they was gonna just up and leave me breathless, and my nose weren't much happier with me. If we'd stayed thar much longer, I swear my whole face would 'a' melted right off my skull." With a barely muffled chuckle, Jeremiah responded, "Well, I know what you mean, but ain't you spreading it on a little thick?" "Not a bit. I swear it's the gospel truth. I'm going to have to scrub every pore in my body at the first water hole just so my buckskins will know they didn't get on the wrong body. Course, there ain't no other body as fine as mine, but you know what I mean." "Yeah, I know, and I'm powerful glad I'm upwind of you." Although the two men acted like they had been partners for many years, it had actually been less than a year on the calendar, but a lifetime when measured in miles and adventure. Jeremiah had been on a vengeance quest with his two Arapaho friends from the Wind River Mountains in Wyoming, and hot on the trail of the renegade band of slave-catchers, cutthroats, exiled Indians, and ne'er-do-wells. The three friends had already exacted vengeance on two of the Indians and one of the slave-catchers when they caught up with the four remaining renegades on the bank of the Missouri River across from Fort Union in Montana. It was there that Scratch introduced himself by dropping one of the outlaws that had leveled his rifle at Broken Shield as he fought the remaining renegade Indian. With only two remaining slave catchers, one had made his escape on the Yellowstone side-wheeler headed for St. Louis, and the remaining one willingly giving up the leader that had absconded with all the stolen gold. Scratch teamed up with Jeremiah, and the two had traveled down the Missouri, caught the remaining slave catcher, retrieved the gold, and used it to fulfill the promise made to Jeremiah's mentor and friend that had been killed by them. That promise was to free his family from slavery, where they were kept in Kentucky. Now they were returning from that successful...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?